Been a big day for big box stores in the U.S. Home Depot, Target, Lowe's, TJ Maxx all reported their first quarter earnings and revenue today, and they beat expectations. Home Depot came out on top with nearly $42 billion in revenue for the 3 months ending May 3rd. But it was Target that had the strongest gains in years after experiencing a big drop in 2025. They reported a nearly 6% jump in sales with increases across all 6 of its core merchandising categories. For more, let's bring in CBS News senior business and tech correspondent Jo Ling Kent. So gas prices are up, grocery prices are up, inflation is up, but these earnings reports show people are spending. What does this tell you?
You know, Target is really trying to attempt a turnaround. They've had a really rough couple of years, and so they've got a new CEO in place. And they said today on their earnings call that they saw some strength in baby products, health and wellness, toys, categories like that. So Target is in a situation where they're trying to take advantage of people spending money and still out there, you know, pursuing those retail sales, but they're also trying to turn their company around a little bit. In the case of TJ Maxx, we saw in their earnings report that people are really interested in hunting for a bargain. And as a result, you see those earnings doing relatively well. On the low side, you know, at Home Depot, these companies are seeing things like appliances and other types of sort of mid-range spending do well. But the CEOs of all of these companies are cautioning that, look, there's a lot of economic uncertainty right now, especially going into the summer with those high gas prices, with inflation outpacing wage growth at this point. So while these earnings do reflect that customers are spending, we do see companies like TJ Maxx, the bargain hunters, doing well. And the question is how much this can go on for as people continue to pay so much more for gas. The national average, according to AAA right now, $3.55.
What more does this tell you about a snapshot of the economy? Who's doing well, who's not doing well?
Yeah, you know, it really is a tale of two economies a lot of ways. Today on CNBC, we heard from Jeff Bezos, the Amazon founder and executive chairman, you know, talking about that. And so what we hear right now is that people who have money, who have that disposable, more flexible income, continue to spend. And a lot of economic analysts, several economic analysts have told us that those who are not doing as well, who are living paycheck to paycheck, are getting hit the hardest. And that's where you see the gas prices, the wage growth being eclipsed by inflation hit particularly hard. So when you look at the whole economy, it's not one story. Many things are true at the same time. So that's why you see a strong jobs report, but you also see people who are graduating from college having a hard time finding those entry-level jobs. You also have the wage growth problem. You see inflation ticking up faster than it has in several years. But then when you look at consumer sentiment, the vibes of the economy at a record low right now. So overall, it's a complicated picture. And economists are saying going into the summer, that's where you're going to really see the rubber hit the road when it comes to the current gas prices and other weekly budget items.
All right, Jo Ling Kent, thank you so much.